Good morning, everyone. Today we take our first significant step towards pursuing justice in this case with the grand jury having indicted Sebastian Zapeta with 4 counts of murder in the first degree, 3 counts of murder in the second degree, and arson in the first degree. These are significant counts. Murder in the first degree carries the possibility of life without parole. It's the most serious statute in New York State law, and my office is very confident about the evidence in this case and our ability to hold Zapeta accountable for his dastardly deeds. We believe very strongly that this case belongs in state court because of the charges here are more significant in state court than currently in federal court. But we have a very strong working relationship with our federal partners, and of course we'll always do what's in the best interest of the people of the state of New York and in the city of Brooklyn, because we want to make sure that he's fully held accountable. On January 7th, the indictment will be officially unsealed in court at arraignment. We expect the body to be present in the courtroom. Mr. Zapeta, today he waived his appearance here in court, so January 7th will be the first day where we expect to have him in court when he's arraigned on the felony indictment. I want to assure the people of the city that this office will do everything in our power to hold him accountable. This was a malicious deed, a sleeping, vulnerable woman on our subway system. This act surprised many New Yorkers as they were getting ready to celebrate the holidays. But now New Yorkers are waking up and understanding that on the 22nd of this year, this happened. This was intentional, and we proved to prove this in the court of law. I want to thank the grand jurors in this case, right around the holiday, to have to see the video and the images of a woman set on fire it was very hard to deal with. And so I want to thank them for serving on jury duty and coming to the only conclusion that I think is supported by the evidence in this case, that there's reasonable cause to believe and pursue the charges against Mr. Zapeta. Standing here with me, Lila Rossini. She is the head of the Homicide Bureau, and Assistant District Attorney Matt Perry, who's going to be the lead prosecutor on this case. If there are any questions, I'll take them now. In this particular case, the allegations of the arson, setting the arson on the train, a woman causing her to be engulfed by flames, allows it to be charged as first-degree murder 1. It's the most serious charge. Most of the time, it's charged in the connection of killing of multiple people or the killing of a law enforcement officer. Yes. As many of you know, the criminal court complaint and the indictment at this time indicates the death of a Jane Doe. The police and the medical examiner's office, many investigators are working to identify her. Her body was badly burned, and so advanced fingerprinting efforts are being made as well as advanced DNA evidence to identify her. We have made some progress in that area, but I'm not at liberty to get into specifics now. And of course, our hearts go out not only to this victim, but we know that there's a family. Just because someone appears to have been living, in this situation of homelessness does not mean that there's not going to be family devastated by the tragic way she lost her life. Not at this time. indifference murder. And so there's different theories of the case, but you know, if we watch the video, and I'm sure many of you have seen the video, it's clear that it appears a lighter was used to set her on fire, and you know, that's our working theory on the case right now. Yes. On the murder one, the top charge is life without the possibility of parole, and of course on standard murder, the top count is 25 years to life. There's also the arson charge, and there's a possibility that some of this could run consecutively.
The response of the police officer was walking by.
Well, we know that the officer attempted to get a fire extinguisher to douse the flame. So I'm not going to speak more on that particular issue, other than we believe that the officer, considering all the circumstances, all the smoke and flames that were in the train car at that time, did the most that he could do at this time. Yes. Yes. This was an act that the question was, why do we want to keep it in state court? There are two basic principles here. One is, I have a lot of confidence in the people of Brooklyn and the people who come and serve on jury duty here, and I think that this crime took place in New York City, in Brooklyn, and that the people of this county should serve on the jury there. Second, very simply, state law is more significant. Anybody who would behave in this way is currently in custody. We're working on that. We're working on trying to go back and trace when she entered the subway system and exactly, if there's a clear shot of her face.
I'm sorry I'm late, so I apologize if you answer this already. Two things. Number one, have you guys identified the victim yet? And number two, what is going on with the victim today?
Okay, so we announced a few minutes ago the indictment. The judge received the indictment today. Murder in the first degree, 3 counts of murder in the second degree, arson in the first degree. The defendant, through his lawyer, waived his appearance, so he was not brought up to court, but he is due back in court in person on January 7th, where the indictment will be unsealed and he will be arraigned on the indictment at that time. What was your second question?
Her identity.
Unknown as of yet, but a lot of work has been going into trying to identify her.
Has any family reported anybody missing?
There's always people missing in New York City, so we're working for those leads, but I wouldn't want to speculate.
What do you think about Mr. Adams and other congresspersons want the death penalty that is only possible in federal ways?
There is no death penalty in the state of New York, so that's why the maximum penalty here is life without the possibility of parole, and we charged that count in order to make sure that we can seek that penalty. We have a long way to go. This is really the first significant step of today, holding him accountable. Is going to be the felony arraignment, again on January 7th, and then the trial team here will work to pursue justice. And of course, it's a priority for me, my office, for the police department to identify this woman so we can notify her family of what had happened to her. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.